Namaste students. Today we are going to start with our next chapter, that is chapter 8. Application of integral. Application of integrals. Alright, it is application of integrals. Now, as when we started definite integration, we started the integration with the definition, the same definition if you see, and there also I made a link that definite integration is basically to find the area bounded by a curve. Alright. So where do we use definite integration? Definite integration itself is the area bounded by a curve. That means, if you remember the same thing we wrote there, if fx be a continuous non-negative function in limits from x a to b, then the area bounded by the curve fx, x-axis, and the ordinates x is equals to a and x is equals to b is given by the definite integration, that is integration of f of x from the limit a to b. That means if I have to find out the area bounded by the curve, this curve, suppose the curve, equation of the curve is given by y is equals to f of x, x-axis, and the ordinates x is equals to a and x is equals to b, that would be given by area of ABCD. ABCD would be integration of f of x from the limit a to b. Integration of f of x from the limit a to b. That means if I have to find out the area, between any, suppose bounded by this curve, x-axis, and the ordinates, it can be any ordinate, suppose C, this is D, and this is given by G of x. Alright, so if I have to find out this area, it will be C to D, G of x, dx, that will be shaded area. Alright, that means C to D, I have to integrate the given function, that is y dx, y means g of x. Is it clear? Alright, so that means area bounded by the curve, x-axis, and the ordinates a, b, whatever the ordinates are given to me, that will be the definite integration of the function given to us, f of x, from the limits which are given to me. Means from where to where, मुझे कहाँ से लेकर कहाँ तक का area निकालना, because it's an infinite curve, it's going on. This side also going on. So when I have to find out area, I have to bound myself कि यहाँ से यहाँ तक. Because in your junior classes you have done area of triangle, rectangle, square, circle, fine. So many figures you have done. So now this is not picking a particular figure. So I have to bound it. Is it clear? We have to bound it, and then the area would be of this f of x between x-axis and the ordinates would be integration of f of x from the limit a to b dx. See something? Now if the area is like this, here the curve, area lying below the x-axis. If suppose you have to find out the area bounded by the curve y is equals to f of x, x-axis, and the ordinate x is equals to a and x is equals to b. Is it clear? Because it is lying in the negative direction of x-axis, y-axis. Is it clear? So what will happen? It will be a to b minus of f of x dx. A to b minus of f of x dx. So negative can come out. So it will be a to b f of x dx. Is it clear? If it is below the x-axis. If it is below the x-axis, what we did in the previous one, it is above the x-axis. What we did here? It is above the x-axis. Then x is equals to a, and I need to find out till x is equals to b. Fine, it was a to b f of x dx if it is lying above the x-axis. Alright, now if the area is below the x-axis, it will be a to b, whatever the limits are given to us, whatever the values of the ordinates are given to us, a to b minus of f of x dx, or minus comes out a to b f of x. Clear? The second one, if it is lying above the x-axis as well as below the x-axis, that is the combination of these two. Same curve is going like this. So from here to here, it is above the axis. From C to D, it is below the x-axis. So area of A, B, C, D, E would be A to, then this would be a breakup point. This point I need it. So let it be x is equals to C it is. Alright. So A to C, up to this is bounded. पहले ये निकालना है हमें. I need to find this. So the curve which is bounding it, the values, the limits कहाँ से B से लेकर C तक निकालना है मुझे. So limit will be from B to C. That means A to C. This is x is equals to A. This is x is equals to C. And f of x. Is it clear? The equation of the curve which is bounding the area, because I have to find out the area bounded by this curve between the ordinates x and c and the x-axis. Is it clear? Alright, so a to c f of x dx, and now the same thing, it's coming below the x-axis. It's below the x-axis, so it will be from c to b minus of f of x dx. Alright, plus, because first of all area has to be, I have to find this area as well as this area. So plus, but this minus of f of x, because it's in the below x-axis, it is below x-axis, so minus of f of x dx will come, and then we will solve it accordingly. Is it clear? So it was above x-axis, below x-axis, above as well as below x-axis. What do we have to do? Our just target is pick up the equation of the curve which is bounding that area, find the values, the limits which are given to me, the values of x. From here to here I have to find out the area and just integrate that function. Above x-axis it is positive, below it will be minus of f of x. Similarly, now we will do third and fourth, where it is bounded by the curve y-axis. So curve it's not compulsory हमेशा ऐसे ही आएगा. It can be like this also. This is my curve and I say I have to find this area. Is it clear? So anything can come. So we will do both when it is bounded by a curve y-axis and the values of y are given to us. Okay, now if the area is bounded by the curve x is equals to f of y, y-axis and the abscissas y is equals to c and y is equals to d. That means to here till here I need to find out the area bounded by this curve. So simple. See, I need the limits कि कहाँ से कहाँ तक निकालना है. yc to d. Is it clear? C से d तक I need to find out this area. Alright, so limit would be c to d. X dy, put the value of x, that be f of y dy. When you are integrating with respect to y, when it is bounded by y-axis, so integration will be through with respect to y, and the function is also in the terms of y. When you are integrating with respect to x, function has to be with respect to x. That is the case when we do through bounded by x-axis. Maximum number of questions are done by bounded by x-axis. But you should know this also. Few questions are there where maybe the curve is made in such a way it's easier to calculate it with y-axis instead of x-axis. Is it clear? So c to d, limit from c to d, f of y dy. And if the function is, if the curve is towards left hand side of y-axis, the same thing, it will be c to d minus of f of y dy. Minus of f of y dy that we need to integrate. Is it clear? The only thing is that you have to see which curve is bounding the area. x-axis पे limits बना के आसान है करना या y-axis पर है. Maximum questions are done by x-axis, but इसको easily suppose हम कर सकते हैं y-axis से, तो y-axis limit would be in the terms of y. Is it clear? Function also will be within the terms of y because this is x, तो x की value put कर दी f of y dy. Is it clear? अगर x-axis से bound हो रहा है तो limit will also be in the terms of x. Function in terms of x, and we are going to integrate in terms of x. Is it clear? It's very easy topic. When we will start the examples, you will find this is the easiest of all. Alright. Okay, now one thing very important. When you do the questions to find out the area bounded by the curve, first of all the most important thing is you need to make a rough sketch. Alright, whatever the curve is given to you, these questions will not be possible until unless you draw the diagram. You have to draw the curve, you have to make a figure, then only after that you will be able to find out the area. That is very important. And sketching the curve, you know it very easy. For example, if I get a curve y is equals to x square, you know that how do we do it? I'll pick a few points of x and I will find out y. Suppose x is -1, y is 1. If x is 0, y is 0. X is 1, y is 1. So when I plot it, -1, 2, 3, -1, -2, 1, 2, 3. If I go beyond, alright, if I want like say -2, it will be 4. If I take 2, it will be 4. So at 0 it is 0, at -1, 1, at 1, 1, -2, 4, and 2 it will be 4. And you know that other than the linear, if the curve is represented, suppose y is equals to x or 2x plus 3y is equals to 4. Linear equation means it represents a straight line. Alright, other than that, all the figures which you are plotting, you will be joining them with a free hand. Other than the linear equation, is it clear? Because it represents a straight line, that you will be joining the points with the help of scale. But when you have square, quadratic equation or a biquadratic or a cubic, whatever is given to you, alright, but you have a limited curves. You have only in your syllabus like say circle, parabola, ellipse, such kind of, and a line. Alright, you will be finding out the area under these curves only. So you have to plot it with the free hand, and then whatever the question is given to you, that you have to find the area from here to here, that we have to solve. Is it clear? Alright, the second thing is note on the symmetry of the curve. Symmetry means you have done when we did in class 11, like ellipse is symmetrical about x-axis, y-axis, if you remember. Symmetrical means whatever area it is covering above x-axis, same is coming y-axis. It's like this. Suppose if I say this is symmetrical about y-axis. Whatever is here, the same thing is here. Alright, so if an equation has only even power of x, it will be symmetrical about y-axis. There's an example. If the curve has only even power of x, it will be symmetrical about y-axis. इसका मतलब जितना y में area left side पे cover है, उतना ही area right side पे भी cover होगा. Is it clear? If a curve has only even powers of x, it will be symmetrical about y-axis. If it has even powers of y, what kind of parabola it is? It is this kind of parabola. This will be symmetrical about x-axis. If the curve has only even powers of y, it will be symmetrical about x-axis. Is this clear? Alright, fine. And if it has both, suppose this is an equation of a circle is this, x square, y square. If you draw this, for region is 0, 0, say radius is 2, it's going to be like this. Alright? Everywhere it is covering the same area. Understood? And if after, in any equation, if I replace x by minus x and y by minus y, an equation remains unchanged. The equation remains unchanged, symmetrical in the opposite quadrants. So you don't need this thing in much detail. You have to make a rough sketch and then you have to solve the question. So these are the points just you have to remember, keep in mind. If I replace x by minus x and y by minus y, and the equation of the curve remains unchanged, if I replace x by minus x का square would be x square, minus y का square would be y square, the equation remains unchanged, so it will be symmetrical in the opposite quadrants. It will be symmetrical in the opposite quadrants. Is it clear? If x and y are interchanged, अगर x और y को आपस में interchange कर दिया जाए, x y बन जाए, y x बन जाए, y x बन जाए, x y बन जाए, and the equation remains unchanged, it is symmetrical about the line y is equals to x. Line y is equals to x कैसे होती है? ऐसे होती है ना, origin से पास करती. You have drawn, you have done straight line, you have done plotting in class 10. Y is equals to x is a line which passes through the origin. अगर इस क्वेश्चन में अगर मैं x को y से रिप्लेस कर दूं तो क्या बन जाएगा? ये y को x से रिप्लेस कर दूं, इक्वेशन में कोई फर्क आया? नहीं आया ना. तो ये इस लाइन के लिए सिमेट्रिकल है. जितना एरिया इस लाइन के अंदर है उतना ही एरिया इस लाइन के इधर भी होगा. Is it clear? Just few points which you need to keep in mind. Rest the things would be, when we do the questions, the things would be very, very easy for all of you. Alright, now we will be starting with the examples so that the things would be more clear how to go about it.